So now we're going to show how we get from firm supply or firm supply curves to the market supply curve. Okay, and this is from my macroeconomics textbook, and I'm Rickard Friberg. Okay, so we've previously seen that the supply curve of an individual firm, we can think of that as its marginal cost curve. So that's supply curves for individual firms, but typical setting, we're interested in the supply curve for the whole market. Question is, how do we get from individual firm supply to the market supply curve? Okay, and simple, but it's useful to go through in a case. So consider the case where we have two firms, simple setting, that where firm one has the following supply and firm two has the following supply. Okay, so different intercepts, but the same slope. And we know that in principle, the supply on, so Q1 is supply for firm one, Q2 is supply for firm two, both depend positively on price. The market supply that we use capital Q to denote is given by the supply from the individual firms. Okay. And basically, this is what we're doing, but we need to take care and think of, are both firms supplying at all prices? That's sort of the constraint that we need to be aware of when we're thinking of this. So at this stage in our lives, it's useful to draw the supply curves, just to be able to keep track of what firms are active in the market. So we're going to be drawing as usual, where we have, I guess, quantities here, and also Q1 and Q2, the individual firms quantities and the aggregate quantities, and we have price on the vertical axis. So for drawing, I guess usual, the first stage is to rewrite the demand functions, or supply functions rather, so that they are the inverse supply functions. So instead of having quantity as dependent on price, we have price as a function of quantity. So just reshuffling here, and in this case, it's quite simple. So for firm one, it's 2 plus Q, and for firm two, it's 4 plus Q. And we can draw those in the diagram here. So something like that, and like that. Okay, so this is supply firm one and supply firm two, and we have intercepts of 2 and 4 here. Okay. So we're now ready to think of the aggregate supply. So clearly, we're thinking if price is below 2 here, let's do the aggregate supply in red, just to clear. So if supply is 0, if price is below 2. Okay, so price is quite simply too low for any firm to want to supply anything. You need to cover costs, and if price is low, it's not attractive. Then we can see if price is above 2, and price is below 4, we can see that supply is only given by firm 1. Okay, so this is important. So there's only one of the firms that is active here. Firm 1 is happy to supply these quantities at these prices, but firm 2, for that firm, it's prices are too low for it to be interested in supplying. Okay, so continuing with market supply, it's given by firm 1's supply curve here for low prices. But then we see if price is 4 or above, Okay, then supply is given by the combined supply of both firms. So before that, we should write here that supply is given by -2 plus P if price is is at least 2 and lower than 4, and if price is 4 or above, quantity is given by the combined supply from the two firms. So -2 plus P, so Q, which is supply from firm 1, plus -4 plus P, which is supply from firm 2, or -6 plus 2P. Okay, and for that last part, if we want to draw that, we can then note that, so Q, capital Q is equal to -6 plus 2P, so plus. Or if we want to express it as the inverse supply curve, we have that P equals to, let's see, we're shuffling, changing sides here. So it's 6 divided by 2 plus Q over 2, or P equals 3 plus Q over 2. Okay, and we can finally draw that. So something like that. Okay, where we will continue, we would end up at 3 here. And that's then the market supply curve here in red. And as typically the case, the market supply is flatter than individual firms' supply. So it's easier for several firms to increase supply than what it is for a single firm to do so. Okay, so quite simply, adding supply curves, we're thinking at a given price, how much are the firms that are active in this market willing to supply at that given price? Okay.